Oi! Oi! Yeah, baby, famous quote. That was what Coco said at the beginning of Crash Bandicoot 2 to wake up her brother while he was napping on the beach. Let's go. Super duper crashing bandicoots. 2. Hi, hon. Of course. Of course, now you meow. Of course, now is the time when you're like, you know what? I need attention right now. I need so much attention on the cat. Meow. Meow, hon. Hon, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hello. Love you. Yeah, good morning. Okay, same thing as yesterday. We're just continuing. If you are less in the know, today we are speedrunning Crash to Insanity for an achievement on Retro Achievements. It is a segmented speedrun. We're save scumming all over the place. State of Play is close. I stopped watching those years ago and have yet to regret it. They have yet to announce a game at any of those. Did I beat the ice level? No, I did not. Thank goodness. Now you get to enjoy my suffering. Also, I activated challenge indicators, which you can actually, one, it'll show, like, the leaderboard times in the bottom right. You can see my current full game time. And also, in the bottom right is a challenge indicator. There's an achievement that I have not gotten yet for beating this level, or at least a portion of this level, without dying. I may just get that automatically, because I'm already trying to go without dying between autosave crates. It just depends on if autosave crates are, It just depends on if autosave crates are markers of where the achievements necessarily are or not. I know there's some where, like, from one autosave crate to another, that's an achievement. But there's others where you actually do have to go through multiple autosave crates in a row. This is not Twinsanity, right? Did all the things go through right, or did they go through wrong? Does the stream say I'm playing Twinsanity? Because it should. There is no excuse at this point. It should say I'm playing Crash Twinsanity. Also, is the audio and everything good? Can you see the game? Is the stream actually non-functional? It says Crash 2, Sane Edition on my end. Yes, that is what this game is. Crash 2 Sane. Okay, I was wondering about that. That platform is rigged. I think because it's a move, like, it shakes when you land on it. I think that's what's going on there. Because it shakes when you land on it, it just automatically destroys the nitro crates. And so then I just immediately die. So it doesn't matter if I dodge the nitro crates. Wonderful start. Wonderful start. Anyway, it went back to 27. I wonder what happens if... Did it start at 26? Hon! Hey! What's going on? What are you so irritable for? Was Kill Chaos at the end of the Final Fantasy 1 run? Okay, yeah, I did lose time. I lost like 10 seconds. Interesting, it does save fractions of a minute onto the save file. Meh. I hate those penguins so much that you can't spin into them after they're almost about to start sliding. Not when they've actually started sliding, when they're almost about to start sliding. You're asking a mod to delete a comment? What comment are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Also, there is one mod on this stream. It's me. Oh my god. The spin the spin prevented me from jumping. Or at least double jumping. I am incredibly curious. Did you accidentally say a slur, or what? Because I probably should get rid of that. Okay, so I suspected it was that, but I do not see anything in there that could mean anything. Okay, so I guess, so it's the 3K, that particular organization? I think you're looking into that too much. I would not in any scenario interpret that as being related to that particular organization unless there were more clues, you know? Eh. Well, I'm glad I, online internet video game streamer, have been able to thoroughly debunk that it is possible to be racist. Yay. I'm really learning how to stream. I just got your what? Don't worry about it. Keep forgetting fall damage is thing. Technically, that wasn't fall damage. I would not have... I wasn't harmed there. There's, like, 2 tiers. There's die from falling, and then there's... You have to wait through a really annoying animation because you fell a little bit. And that animation happens way lower heights than you'd expect. One thing I just want to double check. Okay, so it does pause on the pause screen. I have 3 crystals. I think you get 1 crystal per actual level, and you don't get 1 in hub areas. Now I'm second guessing that, because then you'd end the game with 9 crystals, right? And that seems too few. Or is there another area that I'm not thinking of? So I'm kind of worried, what if I accidentally skip a crystal? Like, it's just in a spot that you, like, while you're running through, you might not realize to go off to the side where the crystal is. They're ostensibly supposed to be unmissable, but they're technically... There's a few of them that are technically missable. They're in places that you could avoid. Whew. Okay, that's weird, because remember I was saying, like, oh, because it bobs, that makes the nitro crate explode. That didn't happen at that one. Hmm.
The check bounced. Are you sure? Well, the past few years have kind of been slow.
That's right, I need to bring up Pocket Camp. It just shifted on the 3-hour mark, so I can actually get some progress in Pocket Camp during cutscenes. Rude. Oh, look, I just got the crystal. That one just happens in the cutscene for no reason. I mean, technically, the crystal was in the cutscene, but, like, you don't actually see you getting the crystal. Is Pocket Camp no longer evil? It still has a lot of the problems of, like, begging the player to play it literally every 3 hours, and you are wasting your life if you don't play this game every 3 hours on the dot. Don't you dare sleep too long. But at least the time-limited events, you know for a fact they're on a multi-year cycle. So you could not participate in an event, and you know you could still get those items eventually. And also, you can even get items any time of year with complete tickets. That's one of the most important things. Nothing is ever truly missed, so you have to wait for the actual event. So those kind of things help a lot. It is still, fundamentally, a shitty-ass, immoral mobile game designed to harm you. But it's a little bit better now. Okay, that was just for a gem. Okay, that did not blow those up. You just gotta dodge them. Was it more or less evil than Multiverses? Far, far less evil. Astronomically less evil. Multiverses is one of the most immoral games that I have ever played. It is a gross, gross game. Game, what are we talking about? Animal Crossing Pocket Camp and now Multiverses.
Uka, who has released me from my icy tomb? My, can it be? Crash and Cortex? I don't know whether to kiss you or kill you.
Yeah, that's another gag that I think that falls flat. Like, oh, Uka said that he wants to make out. Well, Crash tries to make out with him. I feel like they could have done something more with that. There's the makings of a joke there, but they went in the simplest form that isn't funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. I got crushed in the little thing. I got crushed in the little sliding panel. Please tell me I hit an autosave crate and I'm not about to just go back to the beginning of the whole ice level. Oh, thank God. Yay. Oh, I got hit. I mean, there's an achievement for doing this without getting hit. I may as well do it. Yeah. This is for RA, not a video? No, this is absolutely not for a video.
Ooga, wait. An evil greater than even yours threatens to destroy this.
How are my hands treating you? They actually sort of,
Divided, we
I ended up hurting them a little bit again.
shall defeat this evil
When I started playing Muse Dash, the game I was playing a couple days ago, turns out playing Muse Dash on a keyboard the way I was, like, messed it up. And without me even noticing, it's just like, one day it started bothering me. My hand even, like, at one point, like, twitched on its own. Like, it just had a spasm, and I was like, oh, that's concerning. I'll take a break. And then it just sort of, like, got not very good. But now I know how to take care of my hands. That was the main problem before. I just didn't... I didn't actually know what I was properly supposed to do, and the doctors were not very good at telling me. So now I just sort of, you know, they just gradually got better over the course of, like a month. They're still not back to how they were, before, but they continue to get better. I also discovered that Muse Dash, turns out, like, not much of a point of me playing it on keyboard anyway, because I found it easier on gamepad because of how swapping between hands on keyboard is a lot more confusing. I might try and go back to keyboard a bit, because there are some aspects of timing that are easier. I'm better at getting perfect timings. Hey, camera. Are you an asshole? I think the camera might be an asshole.
Dr. Cortex, what have you done?
Who are these evil upstarts?
I've ruined the lives of so many. I can't be expected to remember them all.
Such a big head. Such a tiny brain.
If we deliver him to the evil twins, perhaps they will spare us.
But they'll kill me!
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Crash, I've been like a father to you. I created you, nursed you, tried to destroy you.
That line right there. That line right there. That one bothers me so much. I created you, nursed you, tried to destroy you. It would be so much funnier if he didn't, like, second guess himself at that tried to destroy you. Imagine how much funnier that line would be if he actually went, I created you, nursed you, tried to destroy you. Like, if he said that, as if he genuinely views that as a bonding experience. That would be funny. Why, when he says it, when he second guesses himself while saying it at the end, I'm questioning, why is he even saying that? He knows it's a bad argument.
Lies the mysterious 10th dimension, and there we must go in order to confront the evil twins, steal the riches, and restore the natural order of things, with me on top. We require 6 power crystals in order to make the leap, and we have 4.
Okay, I know that I have the correct number of power crystals. Thank you, Cortex.
All is lost, unless... This way!
Why can Cortex just do that? Teleport around? Gameplay! Gameplay reasons! Also, one detail that I like, but is also kind of messed up, is Crash's head turning when you tilt the camera. It gets really messed up when you're in times where the camera is static, so you just... Instead, the right analog stick is just the turn Crash's head button. But I don't mind much that it doesn't quite work correctly and his head gets in weird, unnatural positions, because that just sort of fits the vibe of the game, you know?
To the sea, I tell you! Our salvation floats upon the briny blue! We must reach Engine's battleship, and quickly before it sets sail! But how? Think, Cortex, think!
That is one of the jokes where it completely lands, no notes. Maybe it might have been better with some adjustments to camera angles or something, but it's good enough as it is. Oh, I thought that was more open. The joke was so nice they used it twice. Don't spoil it, but that I saw a review. I watched a couple reviews of this / retrospectives where they actually pointed that out. It's like they just reused the same cutscene completely over again, nearly identically, as if that was a flaw. I think the second time is funnier because it happens exactly the same way. Like, I think that is the joke.
Think, Cortex, think!
Although maybe it would be a bit more funny if you don't have to watch the cutscene 50 times every time you die. Technically you don't, there are checkpoints, but I do. And if you're going through for all the gems, you kind of do, because the only way to replay levels is to, like, actually go through everything leading up to that level again. And if you want to collect all the gems, like, if you miss a gem during this slide segment, there's no way for you to go back other than completely redoing the entire slide segment. Some of them are really hard to get, to the point that I actually had to replay this level and, like, the couple levels after it that all happen in a row over and over again when I got, like, 1 or 2 gems per attempt. And this was also where I discovered if you collect a gem and save the game, it doesn't count. It only counts if you hit an autosave crate. Also, these sections, I kind of like these sections, the sliding levels. There's only a couple of them. I like them, the idea is funny enough to carry them, but god, the physics are annoying. I wish they had better physics, because, like, I keep going in directions that I don't want to go, and I don't understand why I'm going there. But even without that, I think they're decent enough.
Ladies? Excuse me, madam. Are those real? Mother?
that scene right there, I think they could have made it funnier than by doing a little more than just like the static camera. I think that would have helped. But it's decent enough on its own. Yes, I'm going to review every single joke this game makes. I care. It's just how much missed potential there is. Like, I love the Looney Tunes zany style they're going for, but they keep making these missteps that it could have been just a little bit better.
There, to the sea, I tell you. Our salvation floats upon the briny blue. We must reach Engine's battleship and quickly before...
Who wants to see Cortex's ass?
Think, Cortex, think.
That is actually one thing, like I was mentioning, like different camera angles could have helped. You don't really see Cortex's ass. In the actual, like, storyboards, you can actually see those. Like, a ton of storyboards, even for stuff that got cut. And there's even more that's not even in the game that you can find online. I forget if the specific one is in here or not. But, like, for this cutscene, Cortex's ass is, like, way more prominent in the storyboard. I think they should have done that. They should have had a unique Cortex's juicy, juicy ass. I don't like that Crash sticks his tongue out when looking at Cortex's ass. You don't have taste. Oh yeah, I totally didn't hit that crate. I could tell. Oh, I do want to note one detail that I really, really love about this. You may have noticed. Cortex can actually, like, depending on how you slide, he'll swap directions. That's a neat little detail that adds to the zany.
Coming through! Ladies? Excuse me, madam. Are those real? Mother?
Q-Chip was right. The devs do ship Crash and Cortex. It is not subtle. I hope you enjoy the rolling snowball sections. We're gonna see a lot of them. Yeah. Wait, did I get the achievement for doing that deathless? Oh, it might have been damageless, not deathless.
never be
That might be why I didn't get it.
humiliated. No amount of treasure could ever begin to compensate.
Treasure, eh? Bonza.
Oh, by the way, this is one of the few levels where I know some skips because they're, like, incredibly obvious and easy. Like, I accidentally found the skips during my casual playthrough. Oh, Aku Aku glitched. That happens sometimes. I think I still have Aku Aku, he's just, like, not here. Is it Crocodile from the car game? Crocodile? Excuse you. He's a Dingodile, and his name is Dingtholomew. There, that's one of the big skips in this area, which I found on accident. Basically skipped through almost this entire room. Oh god, I hate this room. This is one of the worst rooms in the game. The actual physics on these spinning things, like, don't work correctly. So sometimes you will just go in the water. And here's another skip, which I hesitate to call a skip because it's so easy to do. Come to think of it, just in case, I'm not sure if... Did I accidentally skip a crystal, maybe? I'm gonna save the game, just in case. Like, this will be, like, my first backup. It should still say 44. Like, it'll remember that my time is 44 minutes. Yeah, see? So it forgets everything up to the last autosave crate. Also, the reason I saved again there is because if you try to save and then cancel... Oh, there's the gem! I guess it answered my question on if I skipped it. Okay, get ready for one of the coolest boss fights in the series. They outdid themselves here. By the way, fun fact, if you touch one of these posts, they will damage you, even if you're not touching the spiky bit. And also, you need to stand incredibly close to them. Otherwise, Engine will throw the Nitro crate, or the TNT crate, just slightly too far to actually blow it up. Oh, I got hit. I was wondering how much I could push it. Oh. I died. Was there an actual autosave crate there? Whoops. Oh well, I can skip through a lot, so not that big a deal. Hopefully there's an autosave crate after that section. Because the next part of the game is... fun. Oh, I do have to redo it. My hubris. But hey, Aku Aku fixed. I'm good at this. Aw, you can't jump over that? Rude. Oh! By the way, those rats, they just sort of randomly move around during those cutscenes. It is possible for immediately out of the cutscene for a rat to just be immediately attacking you and you get hit. Meh. Great, wonderful, beautiful game. Oh! By the way, did you notice that, that the like door closed behind me. I have had it happen with one of these doors in this level where it immediately closed and pushed me out, and I was in the prior room and just like the game was soft locked. Well, like other than I had to die. Like there was nothing else I could do, just die. Yeah, made it! Gamer! Not gamer. Aw. Hey, I shaved off a cycle of the rotating things. That's decently gamer. Okay, so I did have 2 levels, because he wasn't glowing? By the way, the 3rd level is useless because it doesn't protect you from explosives. Not even TNT crates. It protects you from no explosives. I'm playing Pocket Camp. Just talking to the villagers in my cabin. The ones that want to talk to me and tell me a story. Did I eat a fortune cookie yet? Yeah, I got both of the daily fortune cookies. Please, please give me an autosave crate.
Ah, yummy fresh meat for my pot.
So this is the level. This is, once again, Sonic Stick game. And it's the worst. You can't see. The walrus guy, you gotta run. Yeah, I just, like, look at, I was just running the whole time, and I still got hit by him. And I'm thinking there was not an autosave. There was not an autosave. So, yeah, we might be replaying this a lot. Because I still insist on getting through Deathless. The really fun part is when there are explosive crates that the walrus walks into, he blows them up. And because he's following so incredibly ludicrously close, you might be in their blast radius, even if you've been rushing the entire time. Oh, sorry, I missed my cue. Oh! Deathless is a retro achievement, right? There might be for each of these specific sections, but I already have them. I got them while I was going for the gems of the ice sliding level. Or you slide on Cortex. Because I had to, because you can't just replay levels. You gotta replay all the levels. Not the Walrus section deathless. Maybe I'll allow a death after the first section, but the first section has an unskippable cutscene. Oh, whoops. Come on, Crash. Yeah! Gamer! What's worse, Twinsanity or Wrath of Cortex? I want to get away from the word worse. I would say I vibe more with Twinsanity. Like, I think Twinsanity is a more ambitious game that has more going for it. At the same time, like, I think Wrath of Cortex is more fun to play. So, like, you know, it's a complicated question. Like, I don't think this game is very fun to play. It's worse to look at, though. Wrath of Cortex is much worse to look at. It's very difficult to actually move around in Pocket Camp while I'm trying to move in Crash. And just look back and forth between screens. There we go, I'll have a little bit of cutscene time. There's Chip. I can turn in my tourney fish so I can catch more. Yeah, the timer does run during cutscenes. I figured I should double check that. Maybe I could die here. Oh my god! Are you just rude. What's my favorite Crash game so far? Crash Team Racing, definitely. Like, that's easy. I was thinking of, like, you know, the main series. But you know, then I realized, oh wait, Crash Team Racing is right there. Crash Team Racing is the best kart racer ever made. Like, it is one of those super duper special masterclass games. Like, I don't think there's any other game in the Crash series, at least of the ones I played so far, that comes anywhere close to Crash Team Racing. But outside of that, in like main series, Crash 2, I would say. Like Crash 2 and Crash 3 are both like pretty up there, but I do like Crash 2's vibes more. Even if, you know, one big downside of Crash 2 is it doesn't have the speed runs. Because I think the speed runs add so much to the Crash formula. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, I have done something. Dang. Not that it matters, I don't think I was going to make it in the same cycle. Oh god, I started walking up in Pocket Camp, and then I panicked, like, oh no, I'm gonna walk off the cliff! Okay, checkpoint. Unfortunately, this section is pretty memorization focused because you need to be well far away from the nitro crates in advance in order to have enough time to not be in their explosion and also still not get caught. First try, baby!
The rats are leaving.
Did I just get hurt? I think I just got hurt.
Tell us where the treasure is, and we'll let you go. Silence. Looks like we'll have to wring it out of him. Embryo, get changed.
You know, I just want to know one thing I really don't like about like the Crash sequels, was that like the post Naughty Dog sequels, is that they paint Embryo as a bad guy, like because he was a bad guy in the first game, but like he just straight up reformed in the second game. I mean, they didn't go super much into detail about it, but like. It seemed to be the case that he was reformed. Like, he split up from Cortex and wanted to like bust Cortex's ass, as everybody wants. Isn't that only in the good ending? It's just in the game. It's part of the base plot. Oh. If there was not an autosave, I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna deal with it. We've got a backup in case I screwed up.
The rats are leaving the sinking ship.
Just wasted a lot of time, too, with like the cutscene and even the boss fight that I played.
And we'll let you go. Silence.
But like, I hate that because like I think it would be cooler for the dynamic if there was a mad scientist ally in Embryo. I think that would make it more interesting. And I just sort of like reformed villains. That's a trope that I like. And so they just like threw him in the trash and said, "No, he's just engine light." I am curious if, nobody spoil it, what if Crash 4 actually addresses that? What if the devs of Crash 4 were like, you know, it is messed up that he just suddenly became a bad guy in all the sequels. Let's fix that. Yeah, I already know that Crash 4 does like it does like do the thing where it is an explicit sequel to Crash 3. Like it is very specifically taking place after Crash 3. So they're like saying just forget about all those sequels. Although I presume elements of the sequels do still show up. But the fact that they're doing that brings me hope for Embryo's redemption. Please no spoilers. Please, I haven't played Crash 4.
You monster! Let my brother go!
My crystals!
Ruined, thanks to Perky here. Must be repaired, and only one person can help. My niece, Nina Cortex.
Yeah, this is the part where you'd go inside Coco's brain in that scrapped level. Instead, Coco just shows up here, and that's it. It's not important at all that she shows up. And also, she will murder you if you touch her. I'm doing a speed run, so I won't show it off, no matter how funny it is. But if you touch her, she will kill you. She is legally evil. Did Coco just die? Yep. You would have saved her life if that scrapped level were in the game, but she was just left on the cutting room floor. Oh, it's actually paused during the pre-rendered cutscenes.
So this is how the rich and the ugly.
Oh god, Cortex section. So here's the thing. Here's a really dumb thing. Oh, whoa, I'm playing as a new character? Holy crap. Oh, these controls are weird. I'm gonna need some time to get used to this. I'm gonna need some... It's over! I hope you didn't beat the tutorial before the tutorial finished. 'Cause it's gone!
Ah, yes. The old alma mater. As a former student myself, I'm well acquainted with the many secrets this institution holds.
Oh my god. Oh. I was like, come on, platform, go! I want a speed run! Alright, here it is. I told everybody it was coming. Get ready.
I'm stuck! The greatest evil scientist in the world! Stuck in a pipe. How could things get any worse?
They couldn't help themselves. By the way, the physics on rolling things is absolutely horrid. Ugh. This is torture. Like, he's sort of magnetized to you, but only a little bit, kind of. It does not in any way work like you'd hope it would. Close enough. Welcome back, Billy. This is very much we have Billy Hatcher at home. Like, sometimes Crash will just let go. Like that. And it's legally a death if that happens. Wait, what? Autosave canceled. That's right. It's fine, though. It's fine, though. I accidentally canceled autosave. That's why it was like that. Oh my god. It might have actually autosaved at the boss fight, and it's just autosave was off, so I didn't notice. I didn't turn off autosave. I attempted to save and changed my mind, and if you attempt to save and change your mind, it turns off autosave. It is a very clunky save system. Wouldn't this be We Have Glover at Home? Oh, yeah. You know, Glover is, like, the same idea.
I'm stuck! The greatest evil scientist in the world!
But yeah, all those people who are like, oh, Billy Hatcher is so janky, so janky. I require them to play these sections. I require them to play these sections and then tell me that Billy Hatcher is janky. Like, Jesus. I do want to note these sections right here. I think there was missed potential in this whole thing. Outside of the horrid ball controls. Or rather, ball physics. Like, I feel like these sections where Cortex goes through the pipes aren't, like, it would have been cool if they crafted it so that, like, you're racing to, where's Cortex? You find a new glitch every time!
I'm stuck! The greatest
You're gonna be hearing
scientist
Cortex
in
fart
the
a lot
world.
today.
Stuck in a pipe. How could things get any worse?
Oh, what I was saying earlier. Yeah, I wish there were these sections were more like you'd actually have to like race Cortex as he's rolling around the tubes, and you could actually see him rolling around the platformer course. I think that could have been really cool if they did it like that. But as is, you create the tube course for him, and then you just kind of watch it play out when you're all done. Which, that in itself could be kind of cool on its own, but it's just... I don't think it's as fun as it could have been. And also, even the courses, I don't think they're intricate enough. Like, even if it is just watch after it's all set up. Like, they're not intricate enough to be really fun in that way either. Oh, God. Cortex, not now. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, almost got the hole-in-one. Uh-oh. I guess I created the situation for myself where I am speedrunning. Oh. How close am I? I might just deal with it. Remember someone saying they only had like 15 minutes of leeway at the end of the run. Because it's such it's this level, I'll allow it. But yeah, it also looks like no, you can't just like put him through and then try and speedrun it. You don't have enough time for that. Oh my god. Were the prereqs for this speedrun? Be decent at video games? Just kind of okay at video games. Also, I see it looks like doing this section without dying is still valid. I guess Cortex dying doesn't count as a death. You know what? Just for the sake of that achievement, I don't want to be in any weird gray area where I'm like, should that achievement have unlocked? Because, like, maybe it is okay for it to unlock because I didn't die. It was just Cortex who died. But I don't want to have that gray area. I'd like to just unlock the achievement and it's unlocked and done. And I did it as the dev intended, definitely. Is the speedrun timer separate from potential time trial relics? There's no such thing in this game.
Scientist in the world.
This game does not have any time trials whatsoever. It doesn't even have breaking box prizes. I really wish it did, because, like, I think this game's levels, like, you know, they would have to be designed a little bit differently, because they are currently designed in a way where you're not guaranteed to be able to break all the boxes. But just slight changes, that could still be a thing. And I think that break all the box goal, I think it would add quite a bit to each of this game's levels. It has Cortex pretending to be Coco. Oh, get out of there with that Coco-phobic stuff. No, Cortex transitions to Coco. Don't be like that. He did apparently decide it wasn't for him eventually, but you know, it's all part of discovering yourself. Do you think this game was part of cracking someone's egg? Non-zero chance. Like, I do gotta say, I think Cortex wears that outfit well. Does he even change his outfit, or is it just the hair? He does wear different clothes, okay. Oh, apparently Cortex got hurt. But I didn't lose a mask. It was just him. He was the only one who got hurt there. Does that count as a glitch? Seems like that's not how the devs intend things to happen. Ooh! Saved it! Aku doesn't care about Cortex. Yeah, I mean, that is sort of track. Like, he has Uka Uka when you play as him. They kept that from CTR. But yeah, like, see right here, you see him going through the pipe on the left as you're platforming through. Like, that's not, like, a part where you have to do that. You're not under any time limit there. It just sort of happens. But that feeling of going along with him is cool. What if you fall in the hole Cortex falls into? You'd have to try really hard because you have to be standing on the switch for that hole to be open. I'm not gonna say it'd be impossible. Like, I mean, come on. This game is very duct tape. No, 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 no. Oh, that's right. I remember now. This is the third hub area. I was like, wait, is there 3 hub areas or 4? Yeah, this is the third one, Academy of Evil. There's even brain in my mind about that.
I'm stuck! The greatest evil scientist in the world! Stuck in a pipe. How could things get any worse?
It's pre-boot crash? I mean... Okay, good. I was wondering if Cortex got stuck again. I mean, this is reboot-ish. They redesigned Crash a bit here. Went for a totally different tone. I think it was the last game before the redesign, but it is a game with a redesign. Like, they did another redesign, but... I mean, we'll see, though. I haven't played Crash of the Titans yet. Like, obviously, I'm playing Twinsanity right now. But I won't be able to play Crash of the Titans immediately. I know there's, like, tag team racing... And I'm not sure where, Cortex... I'm not sure where, like, a bunch of the other spin-offs factor in. I'm ignoring the mobile games for the record. Sorry, I'm not going to play every single variation of Crash Nitro Kart Mobile. But like all the like main console and handheld games in order. I know there's like another party game on like the DS.
Stuck in a pipe. How could things get any worse?
This game doesn't look anywhere near as bad as I remember it being as a kid. Was I just really fussy? I think it's decently bad. Maybe it's just because you're not actually here playing it and feeling every single time when the game just glitches you to death. You don't have to feel the physics of rolling around Cortex here. My brain is telling me that for Crash of the Titans, there's console-exclusive content. I mean, I know there's like a Game Boy Advance version. Like, obviously, that's just going to be a completely different game. And yes, I am going to play all of, like, if there's like, oh, Crash of the Titans, Game Boy Advance versus home console, I'm going to play both. They are different games, and I am playing them. Like, I did actually play Crash Nitro Kart Game Boy Color. Which it is interesting. Nitro Kart, GBC... Game Boy Color? Game Boy Advance, dagnabbit, not Game Boy Color! What kind of weird reality do I live in? I did play Crash Nitro Kart GBA, and it was an interesting experience because the layouts of the Nitro Kart maps are like very clearly based on the layouts of the maps in the home console game, but they're like on 2D planes. It's so weird. Like, if you play them back to back, you will notice that you are playing, like, fundamentally, like, from an aerial view of these courses, they would look very similar. It was the last old-style Crash platformer. Oh, spoilers! Don't tell me which directions the series goes in. I want to find that out by playing them. Also, it wasn't, excuse me, Crash Bandicoot 4. Unless you're telling me it's not an old-style Crash platformer. Oh, the marketing was a lie? You really consider anything a spoiler, huh? Yeah. No, yeah. People, like, equate spoilers with, like, plot. There's so much more about there's so much more to video games that the experience can be lessened by knowing in advance than just plot. Oh my god. Oh my god. God. But yeah, like, I will say, even considering that, I still go hardcore on, like, for the love of God, don't tell me what happens in the tutorial. For the love of God. Oh my god. They teach you about spin jumps? Oh my god. Like, I want to go in pure blind. If I had my way, I wouldn't know what the title of the game is before I put it in. My personal spoiler policy is if I do not know of it, don't talk about it. I think one important thing to consider for spoilers is like in the context of like what is a spoiler? The answer is it depends on who you're talking to. Like regardless of like any of what you think a spoiler is, that will only apply to other people talking to you. When you are talking to other people, if you want to respect them, then what is a spoiler? You ask them what they think a spoiler is, and you respect that. Unsure if they want me to go back up there, or... Might be the case, but then I'm worried that... Okay, here we go. Please tell me it's over. That makes the concept so much more complicated. I mean, it doesn't make it complicated, it is complicated. I mean, and for that, I don't think it is that complicated. Like, if you ask someone, hey, would it be okay if I tell you the ending of the game? And they say, no. Then, you know not to tell them the ending of the game.
Rumor is you two chumps have got your mitts in some treasure.
If you ask them, hey, is it okay if I tell you stuff about the game mechanics? And they say, oh yeah, that's fine. Then, oh, okay, you can talk about all the game mechanics. Oh, whoops. I just remembered how I'm supposed to do this. Did I hit an autosave? 1 hour, 5 minutes. 1 hour, 5 minutes. Yes, I hit an autosave. I actually think this is one of the few good bosses in this game. Yes, this is a good boss. And of course it is. It's Dingodile. What do you expect? They had to give Dingodile, like, what he deserves. Fun fact, I went through this a million times, not knowing how to damage Dingodile, until eventually I was like, wait, is that sparks or is that water? Turns out it was water, not sparks. I was thinking it would be hazardous if I went in there. I thought it was hurting him, but it was weird that he didn't look very hurt. Oh. What is that noise? Don't worry about it. Have I seen or heard of the manga series World Trigger? I have not. Just casually walk up to him when he's still in his death animation. Night Night Sender, thanks for joining. Okay, I've got... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I did get the crystal there. I hope you like waiting. This is where they have the really fun waiting mechanic. I didn't realize that would fall. Well, the checkpoint was right there. I ain't losing that much time. Wow, that was a short autosave area. Ooh, this is another one where you can do some skips. These ones seem more like the devs probably knew you could do them and they just kept them like that because, like, feels good. Oh, that's right. This one, I think you can skip through that side, but it's much more difficult. Oh. Hey, there was an autosave. Who cares? Oh, but yeah, so, Karinu, you were saying that, the school aesthetic is good? Yeah, I agree. The whole academy, I think, has good aesthetic going on. I do not quite like how much they're leaning into, like, oh, the academy for evil scientists. Or, well, not evil scientists necessarily, just evil in general. That Cortex went to. I mean, I guess it sort of fits the more zany vibe, but I don't know if I like adding that to the lore. That Cortex was just, you know, part of an evil society that likes being bad on purpose. I don't like that trope. That trope of, like bad is good and good is bad. Like, that's just happens to be how they think. I like it better when he's just, like, a guy who's an asshole. You know? Whoops. Oh, kind of thinking you might be able to do some sort of skip with those bounce crates there. Probably not worth even figuring it out. I've got plenty of skips going. Oh, good, got the gem. I have no idea where I got the gem, but I got it.
I'll take it from here.
I did hit an autosave, right?
Back to the airship. Make sure its mooring ropes are secure. What have we got?
Oh no, I didn't hit an auto. Oh god. So yeah, this is where you truly realize, because last time was only the tutorial that you didn't get to finish. This is where you truly realize that playing as Cortex is bad. Bad, 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 bad. So it's giving me all these tutorials. They're useless. Because I can't read them because I'm doing the spider run thing. And also, all the things it's telling me to do are bad ideas. You might notice that I have invincibility from Uka Uka. The devs knew that this was broken. They absolutely 100% knew that this section is broken and does not work. Because they spam Uka Uka crates at you. They want you to have invulnerability through this section. Because they know it does not function. And that's the only way anybody's getting through it. Oh. Also, notice his auto-aim? Like, he aims by auto-aim. It's really important if you're going to have your character automatically decide where to aim for the player, that you make it work. They didn't make it work. Like, it will happen that you there is an enemy directly in front of you, and Cortex cannot, for the life of him, hit it. Look at this! I have to hit the TNT crates, and he keeps auto-aiming at the thing. And then why do I have infinite ammo? Or limited ammo? Why would you have me have limited ammo when it's already this bad? Why add on that extra bit of complexity to just make it that much worse? Especially when you know it's bad. You have admitted to me that you know it's bad because you've got like basically invulnerability during some of these sections. Very much what were they thinking scenario here. God, I'm gonna have to do this whole level deathless later. Oh, and because I hit the autosave crate, I can't make a backup to do this level death. Oh, okay, so I won't worry about it. If I don't get it, I don't get it. So yeah, remember when I said invincibility doesn't make you immortal to nitro crates? Invincibility doesn't make you immortal to nitro crates. They have a million nitro crates in this section. The only possible way that you can get through this section is if you're spamming bullets, because there's spiders behind you that force you to rush and not be careful. If you shoot the nitro crates, you will die. You have to be spamming. You can't spam. This is not game design. Oh, and yeah, it doesn't... okay, yeah, I've died too many times, wasted too much time. Let's go back. Oh, that's right, the autosave is right at the beginning of this section. I should be doing that anyway. Whoops. So yeah, they knew it was broken, so they gave you invulnerability to make it feasible, but then also the invincibility doesn't help you. Why are we limiting deaths? Is a speed run. Deaths means literally just wasted time.
Sleep soundly, Nina, and don't fear the night with its long claws that scratch and its sharp...
Is it just counting in game time? Yes.
Under the covers, there's no...
It is done entirely by in-game time.
Your uncle's a monster, and he's on your side.
I mean, otherwise it would have to be, like... You'd have to do the entire thing all in one sitting. Because there's no way to, like, save how much time you spent. Other than in-game time.
Some adjustment. Let me take a look. Okay, young lady, let's see what you've learned.
Oh, by the way, Nina is a playable character. I didn't even know this. She is advertised on the back of the box. I didn't read the back of the box before I played this. I knew this is her first major appearance. She was in the Spyro crossover on GBA. It was technically her first appearance, but wow, you actually get to play as her. She's actually pretty decent, unlike Cortex. She's basically just Crash, but a little bit less versatile and has a grappling hook.
Secure, I said. Hurry, Nina, or you'll miss the bus.
Her sections are the main ones I remember from this game. She gets one level and during the final boss. Yeah, I was mentioning before, I was really surprised that she's a silent protagonist. I didn't even expect that. Apparently she's not later, which is probably part of why I didn't know she was a silent protagonist, but she is silent here. I think she's cool. I wish they did more with her because she is a non-entity in this game, despite being one of the player characters. But like what they do with the grappling hook, the grappling hook, is really neat. Her design's neat. It's a shame she isn't a character. She does have one voice line? She does? I don't even remember that. Oh, I should note, despite the grappling hook being neat, the mechanic is still kind of broken. It took me a while to learn you have to hold the grappling hook button this entire time or they will not work properly, and they barely work properly to begin with. Oh, and then that. That happened on my first playthrough as well. You just get catapulted directly into the enemy. Oh, one thing that I'm really sad about that got cut in this game's development was originally Nina, like part of her character that she just like loves cute little animals, and the grappling hooks would actually be like cute birds and stuff, and she would love them so much that she wants to hug them with her iron hands, and they would like it was like. It was, TV Tropes even called it, like, Call Him George, or something like that. That whole trope of loving animals so much you squeeze them to death. And she would actually, like, squeeze them so that their eyes pop out, all cartoon style. And they cut it because they thought it would be gross? What are you talking, like, you can just do, like, eyes pop out in a non-gross way in a cartoon context. That would have been hilarious. Then you just get the dumb gargoyles that aren't even funny at all. Yeah, Elmira. Exactly. Elmira very much falls into that trope. She would have been Elmira. Goth Elmira. So remember when I said the grapple hooks don't necessarily work all that great? Sometimes you do just die. Sometimes the game mechanic is that you die. But yeah, if they kept that in, I think that would have given Nina the little bit of character that she needs to actually be a character. So it's sad that they removed that gag. And it is worth noting that element is in Crash Spyro Purple Orange. Like that is her character in those games. Like, she actually chases, I forget if it was Crash or Spyro. I think she chased Spyro because she wanted to pet the cute dragon. Well, I also want to note this is one of my favorite songs in the game for this level. It's a good one. Hard rock a cappella. Good thing there was an autosave crate, cuz... Remember the walrus? Time for flashbacks. This time you don't even have like a slide jump, or you can't just like try and take good angles. It's just a straight line. Does that mean I'm dead? That means I'm dead if I miss that. Do you want to know how much of this is a cappella? From what I have heard, it is full a cappella. That is a person's voice making all those sounds. Well, mouth noises. Because technically not all of them are necessarily coming from their vocal cords. But that is a thing. They actually hired a cappella band to do this game's soundtrack. So yes, they are very impressive. There's a reason they do it for a living. And I'm not sure if they're still active, but they at least did it for a living back when this game came out. Their name is Spiral Mouth. Hardcore. Oh. I guess I'm still fine, though. Okay, so some of the, like, switch crates are optional. Oh, that was just for a gem. Whoops. Oh, there's not an autosave.
To the airship, quickly!
Oh wait, luckily, I don't think there's actually any gameplay here. I don't think there's actually, like, running through the level gameplay. Yeah, it's just the boss fight. Oh, thank God. Also, the devs knew that having limited ammo was annoying, because specifically for this boss fight, they get rid of it.
Are in detention.
Madam Amberly.
So, crybaby Cortex is all grown up. I see you found employment as a barber.
I'm an evil scientist.
A scientist, are we? To me, you'll always be a little verb.
I do want to say, I don't like how pathetic they make Cortex. For the most part. I think it works with this scene right here. It makes sense that he's meeting a an authority figure from when he was a kid who traumatized him. like this boss fight. I think it is one of the better ones in the game. It's not one where I'm like, oh wow, this is friggin' Mr. Free. Fuck this boss fight! I hate it! This is one of the worst boss fights in gaming history! You know what's weird? I never had the bus really catch up to me, like, when I was trying it this time. I guess it is more lenient than Cortex classroom stuff. Unless maybe there's more of the bus later? I don't think so. Oh, that's right. I don't need to do that. Take it out of it. I think it would be funny if there was a game with limited ammo where if you kept spamming fire while out of ammo, there's a cumulative chance of you peeking down the barrel and accidentally firing, killing you instantly. I would enjoy this. What are some of my favorite indie games? There's this little known indie game called Undertale. I thought it was pretty decent. Had some cool graphics. There's this little known indie game called Cave Story. I think it was pretty decent. Had bad graphics. I've been in the middle of Rogue Legacy. I finally 100% it for real. Because I did 100% it at launch, but then they patched in more stuff later. Or I never actually got... I played the new content, but I never got the last achievement that they added, which was just, like, beating the game in under 15 deaths. I did finally do that. And now I've actually been playing through Rogue Legacy Lament of Zorse, which is a fan-made mod, which is officially supported because it is on the launch options. They added it because they broke it in a patch at one point, and then they were like, we broke a popular mod. Let's just make it an official version of the game on Steam. Why not? As our apology for breaking it. But yeah, so I've been in the middle of that, which is taking a lot longer than the base game, because, like, that's the point of the mod. It's harder, and takes longer, and there's more stuff. Dang it! I second guessed like I activated the glitch that I know like speedrunners use. It just makes the game easy. It doesn't matter because it's still like an auto scroller, but where you just keep shooting the same spot and over and over, so you don't have to do anything. And then I like second guessed it because like the valve closed and ruined it. Yay, Cortex conquered his childhood trauma. Character development or something.
Come along.
Sure. Now you can teleport. Now you don't have to bother. Also, I super have to use the bathroom. I'm gonna be right back. Oh, and another little-known indie game, Hollow Knight. I think it's pretty neat. It's got terrible graphics. It's still using 2D sprite art. In, like, what year is it? 1997? So old news. Also, I'm going to do my stretches, so it's going to be a second. That is one of the things I'm sad about, that while we did still get a decent number of 2D platformers in the like the first real 3D console generation, the vast majority of them were just 3D games that happened to be on a 2D field, which I think is just inherently, one, less visually appealing, and two, more janky, because like edges are no longer as clearly defined, which is really important for a platformer. I think that's one of the things I really don't... I wish modern platformers got better, is having, like, clear edges on things. That is so important to platformers. But, like, you even see it in this game, where the game prioritizes the physics over the actual movement of your character. Like, if you stand on, like, an oddly shaped rock, your character will move all weird. Like, it should just be a flat surface. It's so much better if it's just a flat surface and you jump on a flat surface and it's very clear where that flat surface starts and stops. Oh, but yeah, there was that little-known indie game I had in time. It had absolutely amazing graphics. It was in 3D. Oh, there was this one little-known indie game, Mighty Number 9. This time I'm stopping joking. It's a wonderful game, and you're all bad. Get me on my complain people don't like things I like train. Everybody hates Mighty Number 9, and I honestly do not get it, because Mighty Number 9 is super cool and fun. It lacks polish, and I wish it was more polished. But, like, that's it. Like, it can't just be just a general lack of polish that's making people hate on it so much, right? Because, like, I mean, people will forgive a lack of polish in a lot of stuff. Like, friggin', people like to play Skyrim, one of the least polished games ever made. So, like, it can't be that, right? How can you hate it? It makes enemies cry, like an anime fan on prom night. I don't even get, like, the obsession with that quote. Like, it's a commercial. Commercials historically suck for everything. There are very few commercials that aren't weird and awkward. I have seen near zero commercials that actually understand the product they're trying to sell. Pole position commercial? Ah, crap. Pole position mentioned.
Come now as we explore a new dimension. It should have been 2 new dimensions, but we ran out of time.
Weird that the game's suddenly lagging on this, because it didn't lag there before.
Luther is so soft.
From now on, like your parents were, you are the secret force of hope.
They're moving real fast, they're the only one who can get there on time. They're never too far behind, they're always fighting crime. Undercover or facing adventure in the danger zone. Pretty soon they'll be off on a mission. Come and watch them go. Burn doesn't shine. What's the highest and show? Burn doesn't shine. One is out on the road. Burn doesn't shine. Just says that I can watch them go.
Thank you.
My daughter, niece. We must do something. Think, Cortex, think.
It's so much better the second time. Oh, another thing about the stuff that was cut in development, there was going to be more and or different stuff done with like evil counterparts, or rather opposite counterparts. Like all you get is the 10th dimension Crash, who is evil, who of course we're chasing right now, and is riding Nina as a rock board. But apparently there was going to be like, it went through multiple iterations because there's like conflicting stuff that was cut. They were going to either have Crash and Cortex, their goodness / evilness would get reversed. Like they'd trade it with each other. That was going to be an aspect, or it would be like the 10th dimension versions of both Crash and Cortex who you'd find. And there would be like a good Cortex here in the 10th dimension. He's just a nice guy. I think a part of that, there was going to be like an inversion of the... Yeah, there was going to be an inversion of protecting evil Cortex where you would try to harm good Cortex in like the bee thing that they had earlier. They would have that, but instead of protecting him, you were trying to harm good Cortex. I forget what the context was. If you were trying to like turn him evil or something. Just hurt him so much that he can't take anymore and becomes evil. Oh, that's right. You can duck while on this. It doesn't do anything other than make you go faster. Ooh. Checkpoint was right there. No, wait. There's an achievement for doing this deathless. And besides, I'm very late in the run. I've got half an hour left. Ooh, don't like that. I'm sure I'll have enough time. There's 3 levels, so about 10 minutes per level. This is a very short level, this one. Because, you know, it's just the slide. So as long as you don't die, it's super quick. I think it's better they cut Evil Coco with what they had planned. Yeah, a little questionable there. That's right, there was gonna be an Evil Coco, and she was, they had a questionable choice for her characterization. But the weird thing is, as we all know, we have found out in this game, Coco is evil. She does murder Crash if you get anywhere near her. Like, this is factually known. So hypothetically, if there was a 10th dimension Coco, she would be the good Coco. Oh my god. Game is lagging a bit more than I remembered it on my casual playthrough. It might be that, like, doing the stream is taxing more. I am doing software emulation, which is, like, the least fast option. But it is, like, the most accurate option, which is why I do it. And most games run near perfect, including this. This runs near perfect. It's just, like, there's those rare instances where it will slow down. But I'm guessing, the stream is like, when taxing stuff happens, it hurts it. Oh, I said software is the most accurate. Usually the most accurate. I have played games where there's just like a bug on software emulation. You've got to do something else to get rid of it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh. 10th Dimension Coco was swapped with the real one from the start. You know, if they actually did, if they implemented that stuff more into the game, wouldn't that actually be a cool twist? That, like, before the game even started, the bad guys were already getting their machinations underway, and they'd planted Evil Coco. That'd be a pretty cool twist, I think, for this kind of story. As is, the antagonists, like, they got nothing going for them. They are non-entities. Who even cares? Like, they only exist in cutscenes, and they're boring in those cutscenes. Oh my, I was holding right. I was holding right. I'm starting to think, I think I did, like, die in that pit, like, every time on my casual playthrough. And then I'd restart at the checkpoint and then be able to survive. I hadn't fully realized because I hadn't been trying to go through Deathless that, wow, it just sort of leads you into the pit. On the bright side, even if we have to redo this a million times, we get to keep listening to the music. Oh, was this the checkpoint where I always died? Or might I just save myself there? Yeah, I think that was it. There we go. Oh my god. Yeah, I understand why the game's lagging now. Yeah. Even if I hate the physics, still, just the nature of it, it does feel good when you're actually zooming. Oh my god! Woohoo! I'm a speedrunner! Yeah! Took me long enough, but I figured it out. Are you joking? Technavit? Oh, I just realized that achievement isn't for not dying. I think that achievement is for speedrun. There are a few actual speedrun achievements for like being fast in I think there's one for each of these sliding areas. It's a very good thing that the autosave is after the cutscene. I think it helps in making the deaths less annoying, you know. It's the Super Meat Boy effect. Let me get in and out. Or let me never get out, just always in. Every time I die, I want to see Crash thirsting. You know, it's a bit of a give and take. Ooh, yeah, Spedran! Not so much. Oh, you know what would be a good gag that they didn't do? Repeat the whole thing with, like sliding through a chicken coop and Mulan Cortex. I don't know what you'd do for the chicken coop, but Mulan Cortex, you would just slide through evil Mulan Cortex. And then you'd hear all the ladies, instead of just screaming like, oh, get out of here, they'd be like, let's get 'em, boys! And like you'd hear chainsaws and stuff. Yeah! Ooh. Aw, I missed the Spedran. Not surprising, I like, with how I messed up.
This way.
Alternatively, same noises, but Cortex says, Father? Yes. I do wonder, would that be a little bit transphobic? Oh. Guess we get another try at the speed run. But you know what? Hey, I'm trans and I give it the pass because that would be hilarious. I was thinking it would be like a male club. Okay, I mean, that works too. Wow, having invulnerability here is not a good idea. I can't see. There's gotta be a way to go through that part faster. Like my strat of like jumping onto it. Keeps me safe, but not very fast. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, almost. I heard something about being trans and giving a pass to something. I didn't quite catch it because I was lighting a fire. Of course, as most people do. It was like I was saying it would be funny if they like repeated the joke of like Mulan Cortex. You'd go through there originally, and then a bunch of ladies would be like screaming and yelling at Cortex, and at the end he goes, "Mother." And then what if they did the same gag again here? I was thinking like instead of that, you just hear "Let's get 'em, boys," and then like sounds of chainsaws and swinging axes and stuff. As Cortex is screaming, of course. Somebody suggested that they do the same noises, but then at the end, Cortex says, "Father?" Apparently what they meant was like the chainsaw stuff. I thought they meant, oh no, it'd just be ladies screaming again. And then at the end, he says, "Father?" The way I interpret it would, of course, be, oh, his father's doing some sort of a drag show. Possibly trans? Yeah, like, you know, it'd be mildly transphobic because, like, the core of the joke is that Cortex, the buffoon, has a parental figure who is defying gender norms. What a loser. But, like, it's still, it's funny. So who cares? And I think it works. It works more and is less offensive because the core of the joke is on Cortex. It's mocking Cortex, not Cortex's father. And as this game has thoroughly established, Cortex is a butt monkey. He does not deserve a single moment of happiness in his entire life. Butt monkey characters are great, yeah. I think they could have done Cortex as a butt monkey a bit better. Like I said, I think they undercut it. I think they go too far to making him pathetic. It feels like he knows he's pathetic and is being pathetic on purpose. Like, I don't think that works as much as just slight changes to the delivery. I think could have sold it a lot more. Good at video games, baby. Oh my god. Oh. You know what? Maybe I will just reset immediately, just for the sake of that speedrun achievement. Try and get that first segment perfect. But yeah, basically what I was getting at, I think Cortex being pathetic would be funnier if he didn't think he was pathetic, you know? Like he was in denial of how pathetic he is. It is ultimately faster for me to wait for them to blow up, I think. No, I don't have to deal with the lag. Oh. Kind of saw that coming. Yes! Got it. What? Come on! There we go. Just gotta let go on the crouch. Ooh. Gotta remember, I gotta take that turn preemptively. No. Ooh. Hey, didn't cost me speed. Cool. Whoa! Wonder if you could just do some cool stuff with that. Okay, yeah, take it more, get it more on the inside there, and then you're safe. Ooh, oh. Not as bad as it could have been, but not good. Oh, thanks for blowing those up for me. Looks like it could have been dangerous. Oh my god. I was doing good. I might have gotten the speed run. I'm right at the end. Oh, I got it. Nice.
This way.
Did anybody see what my actual final time was? It was 1 minute 45 seconds, I think, that I had to do it in under. There's the autosave. I wonder if you should just skip this cutscene. I'm willing to bet you can really easily.
There they are.
But just in
Let her
case.
go. Take me instead.
What kind of thing? The storyboard had Evil Crash having a tea party with Nina. I was wondering if I just missed that detail, but it looks like no, they didn't have a tea party. They should have set that up. I feel like that's something that, you know, it couldn't have taken that much time just to have a little tea set there, you know? And that would have been a good gag. Oh. That doesn't stay up. I'm sure it's been said a few times by now, but this game's soundtrack is unhinged. What on earth? Full acapella soundtrack, baby. It is one of the best game soundtracks of all time. Regardless of how the game itself turned out, soundtrack, oh my god. Perfect. What? Oh yeah, I don't dislike it. Oh, I didn't think you did. I knew that you knew it was amazing. Like, who wouldn't? I'm actually realizing I'm going to make another backup save since I'm so close to the end. If I end up not having enough time, I could, like, look up skips that I might be able to do without skipping any crystals. Like, I'm sure there's some. Do you see this one's being, like, a bit more dynamic with the pathing? I think that's really cool. I wish there was more of this. I mean, I guess it's a good thing that it doesn't overstay its welcome, but I feel it very understays its welcome. Like, these two sections are, like, some of the best parts of the game. Oh! I just killed Cortex. That, like I was gonna say, like, this one right here, this part right here, that last crate, you have to not touch that last crate in order to let Cortex through. That is the only instance where you have to deliberately avoid hitting a crate. The only instance in both of these sections. They could have done more with that where you've actually got to think on your feet, but it's really just that one. And so all that happens is it tutorializes you. Maybe don't press every single crate. And then you never have to use that knowledge because that's the only one. What? I hit the night. You saw that? I hit the TNT explosive thing. I hit it. I spun into it and hit it and everything. Not gonna lie, at a glance, I thought Evil Crash was Crunch. There is Crunch does appear in this game. It's a funny appearance. I don't mind much that he doesn't have like any role in the plot because they give him one good gag. You hit the box that spun and just didn't activate. Yep. I assume it had something to do with the fact that I hit it while it was elevated. Yeah, if you hit it while it's elevated, it doesn't do it. Looks like that's actually a consistent thing. Also, I've never done it, but I assume if you flip those flippy platforms, like the one where normally you've got to wait, I think what'll happen is it'll move Cortex to the other side, but then he runs into Evil Crash. I'm sure it would be very humorous, but unfortunately, I've never murdered Cortex in that particular way. Oh, I expected to bounce. I wonder if there's a YouTube video of every single way you can kill Cortex in this game. I don't think there's probably that many. Like, he does go through a lot of painful experiences, but actual explicit Cortex died states, I don't think there's going to be that many. Can you bait Evil Crash into the Troll Nitro? Evil Crash is just walking along. You can't interact with him. Alright, screw it. Let's see. Yes! Wait, what? Oh! I guess it's fine. I really expected that would be a death. Like, it does do it, but then Cortex is unfortunately smart enough to turn around. They should have had like a Looney Tunes animation where he just stops in place and his eyes pop out going, "Wah!" And then he turns around. Whoops! May have jumped the gun a bit. What the? Oh, give me a second. I think Han might be a stupid cat. I think the bot is broken. Like, Sam's bot broke a while ago, and I think he just sort of gave up on it. Oh, wait. I didn't have to stop there. Whoops. That's what the backup is for. Okay, let's just do this normally. Whoops! That was completely on accident.
Come along.
This is the worst hub area minigame thing in the game. There's like the absolute worst Billy Hatcher's stuff over on these sides to get gems. Thank God you don't have to do anything with them.
Victor and Moritz's stronghold of evil. This is where we wrong the rights and sweep the past under the rug.
There's the autosave crate. Thank God. Fortunately, we still gotta do some Billy Hatchers. Okay, at this point in the game, also, I just realized I'm just going to make a backup save and just try and beat the game. Even if I die, just keep going. So, like, then we'll have the backup save, so who cares? What? What? I didn't hit that checkpoint. Whoops. There's probably some neat skips you can do in here. Like, not even having to go through, like, that long, loopy section. Just jump up on, like, to the side. Oh, I gotta memorize these. Yellow, blue, yellow, red, green, blue, yellow, red, green, blue, yellow. It took me forever to realize, oh wait, sliding is a mechanic. That, like, is an attack. And it doesn't work. Oh, by the way, for context, this is the final level. And then there's just the final boss fight. So that's how close we are to the end of the game, and we got 20 minutes left. Red, green, blue, yellow, red, green. Good morning, Dragoonite. Thank you, heart emojis. Oh wow, that's fun. Ooh. Wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the ones where you can just, like, super just skip it. Oof. Luckily, the checkpoint is right here. This part right here, too, I'm willing to bet you can just jump onto those outer areas. Speedrunners probably do that. There's gotta be a way. But I ain't risking it. Jesus, spawn in enough yet? Wait. Do they respawn because I didn't kill them correctly? Oh my god, is that it? Do ring outs not count? Hmm. Green, blue, yellow, red, green, blue, yellow, red, green. Green, blue, yellow, red, green, blue, yellow. Yeah, there's no way you can't just jump over this stupid little gate. Red, green. Dagnabbit. Red, green, blue, yellow. 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 Red, green. I think it's over. Oh, and that achievement right there, that's telling me I have all the crystals now. I did it. I put the ball in the hole. Clearly, a thing that I did. So yeah, I have all the crystals and I'm eligible for the speed run. Is what that notifier in the bottom is telling me. So as long as I don't go over 2 hours, then we're good. Crap. Whew. Is this final boss time?
Oh my.
Yep, I think so.
almost forgot.
Oh no.
The treasure. Our treasure.
Yes, we are rich!
That treasure is stolen property. It's a little late to develop a conscience, Doctor. Personally, I don't care. But I think he might want his gems back.
Yeah, it turns out the 10th dimension is just where Spyro lives. Solved. Stop going the wrong way. Technavit. You gotta telegraph this better. The other one wasn't opening. I'm guessing it was just closed. Yeah. That's where he went after his franchise became Skylanders. It isn't Skyland. That doesn't exist yet. Oh yeah, by the way, welcome to the second of two Nina Cortex sections. Which is also, quite frankly, the only good part of the final boss battle. There is a weird aspect to this final boss battle I want to point out, by the way. You'll notice it. Whoops! Oh my god, he stops locking on if he tries to strafe. All right, here we go. This was a cool thing, wasn't it? I mean, it is a cool thing that's happening right now. Oh yeah, we get to play as Mecha Bandicoot. Oh, neat. I said Nina was like the only good part of the final boss battle. This one is actually pretty cool too. Just for the novelty of it. And it doesn't suck. And that's it. We just beat the final boss. We play as the three critical characters of this game, all returning for the final boss battle. Nina, Cortex, and Mecha Bandicoot. The three characters whose gameplay styles we've been learning throughout this entire game. And they all show up for the final boss battle. Was there someone else? Was there somebody else? Oh yeah, you don't... There's no crash section in the final boss battle! Why is there no Crash Bandicoot section in the final boss battle? You technically pilot Mecha Bandicoot with him, but the gameplay is completely different. That's so weird. Also, yeah, the evil twins literally just straight up die and are eaten by evil Crash. Jesus, dark way to end it.
You know, Crash, for all these years I've been wrong about you. Your creation was a mistake, and your existence has been a constant reminder of that mistake. But I've learned something from all of this. I've learned that you can't run away from your mistakes, but you can bury them. I never want to see your ridiculous...
Ready for the only voice line of Nina? Oh. Oh, of course! How could I forget?
What is this?
I think I mentioned earlier that there was like that cut level where you go into Coco's brain. You go into her mind, her magic mind world. This is very clearly... Like, this ending would have made a lot more sense if that wasn't cut. Like, why does Cortex suddenly teleport and crash his brain? It just comes out of nowhere. No, it wouldn't have come out of nowhere if they established that is a thing that machine does. But yeah, that's it. I got the achievement. It unlocked, like, shortly after final boss. Yay! I still will have to go back and do, like, deathless achievements. And I think maybe speedrunning the first... probably speedrunning the first, like, the snow slide level. Like, just a few miscellaneous achievements. And one of them I'm intentionally leaving so that I can save the game for Peak Streak is slide for a second. There's an achievement for sliding for a second. A super cool, hip achievement showing off the mechanic where you can slide downhill. For some reason, that is a mechanic in this game. There's no reason for it. There are very few downhills in this game where you even could use it. But it exists. But yeah, that'll be my final achievement for 100% completion. Sliding for a second. This game has a massive amount of cut content because they literally lost all the data and had to rebuild the game from scratch. That is not what happened. Thankfully. It was, the big thing was they switched creative directions for the game after development was already a decent ways through in a way that meant that they couldn't really reuse very much stuff because it was originally going to be dark and edgy. And they decided to go on a more zany Looney Tunes style. But when they did that change in creative direction, Vivendi went, "Oh wow, cool. That's great. We think that's a great idea. Just make sure you get it out by Christmas." They did not get an extension on dev time. So, game was super rushed. Oh, random fun story, I gotta say it. If you know all the Crash to Insanity trivia, obviously this stream isn't the best place. I'm just quoting random YouTube videos from memory. But one fun little thing that came from people talking to the devs was the name of the game was a literal last-minute decision. There was like a point during the game's development where like somebody from Vivendi called the devs and were like, "Hey, you still don't have a final name, and we need to finalize the name of the game for marketing to get started on getting all the marketing ready. So, You know what? You're just gonna have to figure out what the game's name is in an hour. If you do not figure out what the name of this game is within the next hour, we are just going to default to the placeholder name, which was like Crash Unlimited, I think is what it was the placeholder name. And so they brainstormed for an hour. They had a few names. I think Crash Twin Sane was one of the potential names that somebody had thought of before. And within the last 5 minutes, somebody was like, "Oh, what about Twin Sanity?" Which is so weird that it took them that long to go from Twin Sane to Twin Sanity. When you consider that, like, Sanity Island was already a thing, it's like the location in the Crash Bandicoot universe, the only one. It took them that long to think of the word insanity to work it in. I mean, like, sometimes your brain just doesn't work in the way it should. So, like, I'm not saying they're stupid or anything. It's just funny that that's how it happened. But anyways, yeah, it's done. I do have to stop playing. My hand/arm was starting to bother me near the end. I would have stopped earlier, but we were so close to the end. Don't be like me, kids. Take a break when your body tells you to. I'm gonna go, I don't know. Oh, do the dishes. I have to do the dishes. Oh god, this stream went longer than I hoped. I did not do any chores today. Woo! I'm gonna have to speedrun chores. Good night, everybody. Heart emojis. It's been really fun. I liked these Crash Twinsanity streams. This is the first time I've really done like actual streams in a while, and I think this is the first time that I really did like a full project of just streaming the game the whole way through, and I think it went really well. I constantly had cool stuff to say. I mean, it's just sort of a game that's got a lot to talk about. Yay! I review my performance in this double pack of streaming spedranning with a did cool out of 10. Yeah, heart emojis, heart emojis, heart emojis, heart emojis, night nights, night nights, night nights. Heart emojis. The end.